Thank you, Tanya, for that report. We now go to our Showbiz Beats. The suspense is over. The 2019 Oscar nominees were announced today. Roma and The Favorite lead the Best Picture pack with 10 nominations each. There was the unusual mix of surprises and, of course, snubs. And joining us for more is Variety senior editor Michael Schneider. So good to have you back with us.
Absolutely. It's a big morning for Hollywood.
It is a big morning. So we're going to start right at the top with Roma and The Favorite.
Netflix, they must be just
huge.
Like,
this is Netflix, one of the biggest winners of the morning. You know, this was a thing for years. The Academy was pretty much snubbing Netflix because they refused to put their films in theaters.
Right.
They changed their tune a bit with Roma. They actually did screen that quite a bit in theaters. And look, they were rewarded with 10 nominations. Alfonso Cuarón making history once again for being nominated as both Best Director and also for Best Cinematographer. So a lot of firsts this morning, but that's a huge one. Great film, and definitely brings back its front-runner status. Now, but it's not the only front-runner out there.
Green Book, Stars Born.
Yeah, so Stars Born definitely was one that people were talking about early on. But after the Globes, Green Book shot up. Right. And for a lot of people now, that's their pick to potentially win.
Even with that controversy?
Even with the controversy, it keeps winning awards. It's won other, Critics Awards, Critics' Choice Awards at least, some Guild Awards. And, of course, it won that big Golden Globe Awards. So it's gone from controversy to being one of the big front runners. But, Roma definitely the big winner, I think, of the morning. And you're going to see a lot more people talking about it once again, and it's easily accessible for people to watch on Netflix.
And both storylines, if you think about it, are so relevant to the times and the things we are grappling with in society, so it's not surprising in a way that those two narratives have hit a touchstone.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful movie, and I think a lot of people wouldn't be mad if Roma took it all home.
And Black Panther, first ever superhero movie to be
Talk about history.
This is a big
huge deal, and it's overdue. You know, one of the things when they changed the rules and expanded to as many as 10 nominations, the idea was let's get more of these like crowd pleaser movies in there. It hasn't really worked out that well up until this morning. Black Panther definitely deserved it. But, there are other movies that still should have gotten in, and you always wonder, well, Crazy Rich Asians was one that, again, not only a crowd pleaser, but also a critic's favorite and also groundbreaking.
And hilarious.
And they had room. Again, they only nominated 8 films. They could nominate up to 10.
I wonder, did they think it was too pop?
Could be, you never know for sure, but that probably is your main reason.
I'm glad to see that Black Klansman got a nomination for Spike Lee.
First ever nomination for him.
That is crazy. Seriously?
And the 6th Black director to be nominated.
Yeah, only the 6th. So now, granted, what's great is we're moving in the right direction. Back-to-back years for Ryan Coogler last year and this year for Spike Lee. But yeah, Spike Lee definitely over the years, he's gotten an honorary Oscar, and he's been recognized in the past for film work on the script side and other things, but first time for director, which is a big deal, and for a great movie. So there's a lot of great narratives coming out of this morning, despite some of the big snubs.
Who are you happy for?
So, well, I'm happy for Spike Lee. I'm happy for Alfonso Cuarón and Roma, which I think is a fantastic film.
And for the lead actress who's never acted before. I mean, that's just incredible.
She's fantastic.
I'm happy for Regina King.
So who doesn't love Regina King?
She was the mother in Beale Street, and Beale Street could talk, and it is one of the most emotional performances, I think.
You've been saying that, Lisa, since the beginning. That really touched you.
Yeah, it did. It stuck with you. It's a slow burn. It's a beautiful, artfully made movie, if that's right. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I got to tell you, it sticks with you because the subject matter,
and I think that's one that deserved more recognition. Barry Jenkins should have been nominated. Brian Tyree Henry should have been nominated. So, there are always the snubs. Now,
Bradley Cooper.
I was about to say your boyfriend, Bradley Cooper.
No, Best Director nod.
That's probably one of the biggest snubs of the morning.
Why do you think that happened?
Well, part of the problem is you've got 8 nominees, but in director, you only have room for 5. So there's always going to be snubs. Now, Bradley Cooper, I think, was one of the picks to possibly win it all. So it's a real surprise that he wasn't actually nominated.
I'm glad to see that all the women from The Favorite got some recognition, right, in this award season. But it's almost like cannibalizing because 2 of them up for the some award. I'm always happy.
But they actually both deserve the nomination.
They do.
Right?
They all do.
Michael Schneider, thank you so much for being here with us. Come on back anytime you want. Always so insightful.
First Academy Awards Sunday,
February 24th on ABC. Check it out.
and you'll come back.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We'll keep talking.
Keep talking.
Thank you.